Hey guys, we're here with another Truth Bomb Thursday. I'm here with my friend Morgan, who, when I first met Morgs, he was a designer at a not-for-profit a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now he's done some interesting things, which I'll kind of introduce in a minute. But basically, Morgan's someone that has been really inspiring for me. Like, we used to train in the park during our lunch breaks. He's big on functional movement and he's a qualified PT, but now he's actually a fireman. So he's gone through his own career change from being a designer to exploring being a functional movement coach, and then now a fireman. So that's pretty cool. And I just wanted to ask Morgan about what his life's like now and what kind of things he's up to share with the group. So Morgs, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, yeah.
So, okay, you made a pretty dramatic career change.
Yep.
And chose to go into the fiery biz.
Yep.
If you could call it a biz.
Yeah, it's a biz.
So what kind of made you want to do that?
I think when I first started graphic design, I knew that I didn't want to work on a computer my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the idea first came up then. I knew that I wanted to do. I've always been a pretty physical person. So as much as I wanted to get a career started in graphic design, I also knew that down the track I probably want to do something more physical. So the application took 5 years, and it took me a couple of years to actually put my application in. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, right. So it was something that you took a punt on. You didn't know whether it was going to work out because of 5-year application.
Yeah.
What's the entry rate? Like,
I think
how many people apply and how many people actually get in?
I think there was a few thousand when I applied, and they take 30 for a course.
Right.
So there might be some years there was no courses, some years there was 2. At the moment, I think they're still doing 2 courses each year, but I mean, it's not many people get in.
Right. Wow.
Apply, yeah.
So a few thousand to 30 to 60 a year that might get in.
Yeah, and there was
not great odds.
Yeah, not great odds.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of waiting around. So I failed my final interview the first time, and it was 2.5 years before I heard back from them. There was nothing in between. So that's when I was at Oxford.
That's a long job interview process, guys. 2.5 years. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
after a 5-year application.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the things about firefighting that you love at the moment? Like, what's it like?
I love the people that I work with, and the jobs that we go to. So I guess the hours as well. Shift work I really like. We do 2 days, 2 nights, and we have 4 off. And the idea that I feel like I'm contributing to something positive within the community really appeals to me as well, and that's why I went to NGOs initially. And then just doing stuff with my hands as well, and not being at a desk anymore.
Yeah, right. So moving away from desk work is a big thing, right? Yeah. Cool. And with your functional movement and all the wellness stuff, what do you do with that these days?
I'm not coaching a lot anymore, mostly because I'm not really looking to. It's more when people ask me to. I'm always super keen to. So it's probably mostly friends who have interest now.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy sharing and learning. So it doesn't really have a monetary value for me at the moment. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. And if people ask me, can I spend some time with you and I'll pay you, I'm all up for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what are your least favourite things about your job? Because there's got to be a
I work. So I work in the city, so we get a lot of calls out at night, and some of those can be pretty painful if we're having a busy night and sometimes you get woken up at 3 a.m. You go out for half an hour, you come back, you might have just gotten undressed, and then you get called out again. You might come back and you just get into bed, you get called out again.
Right.
But you might go back, you get half an hour sleep, you get called out again. So that can yeah, definitely fry you a bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so unpredictable sleep
Yeah,
predictions.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, right. Yeah, chaos.
yeah. Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just to wrap, Rogs, wondering if you could share with the group what's your philosophy on your life at the moment? Like, what are you looking forward to? And what do you aim for in your life?
I think I've always just done the things that I want to do, regardless of if I think I'm going to fail. I'm not a huge planner as far as like long-term stuff. Like, there's things that I want to achieve short-term. I generally just keep trying. So like the whole thing with the interview that I failed the first time, and it was 2.5 years later, I didn't really let myself get down about it. I just kept it in the background, kept doing other things that I wanted to do. So I still do that with things. So at the moment I'm thinking about getting more into free diving and deep diving, and hoping to do some courses in that and get down to 30 meters, and also thinking about yoga teacher training, and yeah, so I mean, I'm hoping to tick both these things off within a year, but I don't really plan much past a year.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I never really have.
Sure.
I'm not hard by
Other than
that
the
way.
5-year application process.
Yeah, but that was just
yeah.
I was
know
just
what you
holding
mean.
on. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So if you were going to define what gives you purpose and meaning, do you have that in a bite-sized chunk?
Okay. Let's say do everything you possibly can do, and just don't worry so much about the stuff that is beyond your control.
Okay, cool. Do what you can do and don't worry about the stuff that's beyond your control. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Morgs.
Thank you.
That's all for this segment today. Yeah.